G'day viewers, I'm Grouse. This is my garage. Today I'm putting these shiny bits in this shiny thing. This is my genuine L32 SLR Torana with a very loud and obnoxious twin 2.5 inch exhaust with Lukey mufflers. I've owned it for 11 years. It's got a big cam, sounds loud, nice lumpy idle. We're taking out the 2.5 inch exhaust, we're fitting a 2.25 inch polished stainless with X-Force mufflers. So let's get this old system out and in with the new. Okay, you guessed it, everything's now out of the Torana. I've got all of my old and new pieces laid out on the ground here to give you a bit of a comparison. We'll start with the headers. Here's the old. They are Pacemaker brand, I believe. The primaries, I didn't realise, but the primaries on the old are actually quite small, and you can see where the port in the head has actually been restricted by the size of the primary in these old headers. These new ones, 3 or 4 polished stainless, very, very nice. Larger primaries, so these ports here in the flange are probably the same size, if not larger, than the ports in the head, so no restriction there on flow, which is excellent. The shape of these, when I compare them side by side, pretty much exactly the same. Over to the engine pipe here, give you an explanation here of the old and the new. This is the old mild steel non-mandrel bend, so you get a fair bit of restriction in these bends here, and that leads back to an H pipe that's obviously in the old system. These are my stainless mandrel bent sections that I'm going to fabricate together to form this piece here. So I will chop here and here and then weld them together to form this piece, which leads back to the H pipe in the old. In the new, it's going to lead back to this X pipe. I've done my research. I know there are key differences between performance and sound from an X pipe to an H pipe. So I know what that sounded like. It'll be interesting to see what a difference this makes. Further back, I've got both mufflers laid out here. Here's the old. These are Lukey 2.5 inch mufflers. They have 3 baffles inside. They're not a straight through muffler. Here's my X-Force polished stainless mufflers. I have 2 of these. I've only laid out one to show you. These are a straight through muffler. And if I turn it up this way and show you, you can see straight through the guts of that. So that is going to be an interesting sound. I don't know what to expect. The old ones here really droned on the freeway when I do long trips. Very deep, sort of washed out sound from this. Didn't have that real nice strong V8 cackle that I like. These, I honestly don't know what to expect. So it'll be interesting to see how these sound matched up with this X pipe. And that's what we're going to find out. So enough talk, let's start fabricating and getting these bits and pieces into the car. Alright, here we go. Headers are in and secured. Here's the passenger side. Swing over here. There's the driver's side. A bit hard to see. But interestingly, they were very, very easy to fit. And here I was thinking they'd be the most difficult part of the job. And so far, they were actually a breeze. I did have to drop the sway bar underneath. Let's see if I can show you under here. Did have to drop the sway bar, you can see it hanging down there. I did also have to drop the starter motor, and I took the dust cover off the gearbox to get those in because I did feed them from underneath. But that was very easy and I'm very pleased. So the next part of the job is fabricating the engine pipes that lead to the X-pipe. So I'm starting here and I'm going to do some cutting and welding. Underneath the car now, giving you an update of where we're at. Headers are in, bolted up tight. Front pipes, finally got those right, welded as you can see. They're only loosely clamped at the moment, just sitting in place, doing a test. The X-pipe, that's exactly where it's going to sit. That's not welded in yet, I've still got to finalise something there with the fitment of that. Across at the back, if you can see there, I've welded in flanges on the existing tailpipes, which I'm keeping. I've done the same on my mufflers, you've seen that. I'm going to bolt those up now, and then all that's left is to cut some joining pipes that will go from the X-pipe back, cut those to length and weld it all up. Okay, so now I've put in the front pipes, I've put in the mufflers at the rear, you just saw that. Now it's time for to join them together with the X-pipe in the middle. So here's my X-pipe, What I'm thinking is I will place it evenly between the front and the rear, so it'll be around about in the middle there. I'm going to cut 4 lengths of pipe, equal length, to position that, and then it will be installed using band clamps. There you have it, guys. Exhaust is done, all welded up, ready to start. I'm going to clear up some tools, take it down off these stands, and we're going to find out what it sounds like. Alright, we're down off the stands, back on the ground. I've cleaned up the garage. I'm ready to start it. I'm a bit nervous, so we'll have to see what happens. Hopefully everything's done up nice and tight, no leaks. Let's find out.